Hello, everyone. Welcome to Lotus Heart Tarot. I'm so happy to have you here, Miss Pisces. We are going to just dive straight into your reading. If you are new to my channel, welcome. These are general readings, so take what resonates and leave the rest. Guys, we're going to start off with some Lenormand and get just like a basic overview of what's happening here for you. For Pisces. Please show me, what does Pisces need to know about? For Pisces. All right. Ooh, well, hey guys. Oh my gosh, Pisces. Oh my gosh. Wow. All right. Well, I knew when you had the bouquet on the bottom of the deck, what I got when I saw that, like when I turned it over, I was like, oh, they got the bouquet. And I heard coming out smelling like a rose. So something happening here, I feel like has something to do with that. And I feel like it's you who's smelling like a rose right now. You may have been right about something. You might have been right about someone. I don't know. It just feels like, yeah, I feel like there's some kind of recognition here. There's something having to do, I feel like, with your wish fulfillment and with fate sort of aligning here, or like your stars are finally aligning. This can also be like, for some of you, this, the blue with the white stars, of course, reminds me of the High Priestess. And so this may even be where some of you are getting some kind of, deep inner knowing about a certain situation, or you may feel like you have a deep inner knowing about a certain situation, or you may know that you may feel someone's coming back, or you may feel like something's getting more serious here with the Ring card. Whatever this is definitely something that has a positive outcome. All three of these cards are positive. And the ring can literally mean a positive outcome. But this is also like more of a promise or a commitment for some of you. This may be someone who has been avoiding something, who's finally actually going to show up. But let's see. Okay, we're going to use another one of my new decks. Guys, I got some kind of delivery, obviously, if you can hear Bhakti rush into the door in the background. My Bubba. All right, for Pisces. Yeah, I can only take one of these. Okay, so you have sensed something is off and your intuition is correct. This situation has more red flags than green. It's best to walk away at this point. All right, and on the bottom of the deck, you are attracting a high vibrational soul match. This connection will feel effortless, unconditionally loving, and stable. You are ready for someone who meets you at the place you meet yourself. Wow. Okay. So for some of you, I feel like you're closing out a cycle where, you probably were in situations where there was a lot of confusion. There was a lot of, not necessarily knowing where you stand, or, there were red flags, okay? And, to whatever degree, right? This is a general reading. So I feel like, though, there's kind of like some cycle where, when you meet someone and the connection, as you get to know them, there starts to be these little things that show up where you're like, like maybe there's a lie here or there that you catch and you're like, and then you have this energy of kind of just letting it go, or just thinking, well, I'll just tuck that away in the back of my mind, but not really necessarily listening to it. And then probably, suffering because of it a little bit, to whatever degree, right? And then it's like, I feel you're meeting someone, or for some of you, someone's coming back, and it's like, there's not a doubt in your mind. that like all of the stars have aligned for this to come across, for you to have this opportunity with this soulmate. Because it's like, as you peel the onion, you know, as you get to know them more, it's almost like there aren't any red flags. Like you're just not getting those same feelings that you've gotten in the past. There's just like I tell my kids this, you know, I was 21. I was 20 when I met my husband. And I tell them, like, I wasn't like super intelligent and I didn't really know what I was doing. I mean, it's not that I wasn't super intelligent, but not in the way of love. How intelligent can you be about love? How wise can you be at 20? You know what I mean? And so I just, there just was never any reason. I never had any reason to walk away from the connection. Like there was just never a red flag. And that's the kind of energy that I feel here. And still, you know, we've been married 26 years and still no red flags. You know what I mean? So there's just this energy of almost like knowing the difference or having some deep understanding that this is actually different. There's something that I keep getting. It's like crystal clear. It's with the stars card. It's really giving me high priestess vibes, where it's like when you listen to your intuition is just telling you that this is right. And your thoughts might betray you because you have had some experiences here in the past that were not so good, Pisces. But your intuition will not, you know, listen to your intuition, focus on that. Because it also has a ripple effect. The more sure you are, it feels like it has an effect on the connection itself. Okay, like making it stronger, or what I'm getting is like making the timeline faster. So I don't know. Ooh, okay. Pisces, you're getting the Twin Flames card on the bottom of the deck, and you know I'm sure I've talked about this in the past, but the words Twin Flames for me, it's like I just don't feel like they're super important. It's a box, it's a label, and I'm never sure like if it's beneficial to label a relationship that. Right? It puts a lot of pressure on the relationship, and it puts a lot of pressure on both people. And so, you know, sometimes it's best to accept something the way that it is and recognize that it's different and special, and let that be enough. You know what I mean? You take it as it resonates and you do what feels good for you. And I don't have there's no judgment there, and there's nothing against it or anything like that. It's just simply, I'm thinking about the health of the connection and the health of both individuals participating in it. So you have escaping and exhaustion, and this, you know, it feels like someone whose mind goes a million miles a minute and they become very overwhelmed. This, you know what it feels like? It feels like somebody who wants to be perfect or wants people to think that they're perfect. I don't know why I'm getting this today. It's like a perfectionism thing coming through. And this may just be a small facet that there's a heavy emphasis on with this person at this time, right? And you might not know that about this person, because sometimes people just get frustrated and quit, and you don't understand that the reason is because that they're actually a perfectionist. And it feels to me like this person is really thinking about what other people will think, how it will look, how it will be received, how it will be taken, if it will help, if it will hurt, if they can withstand what kind of hurt it would do, if they want the kind of help that would come, if they, you know what I'm saying? It's like there's this constant stream of thought, and some things make them want to go and some things make them want to break. So as a result, it's causing this huge conflict within this person of what they should do. And it's exhausting and draining and depleting them. And so there's this energy of walking away. And then for the person who is left, there is this feeling of, okay, you just abandoned me. And there may even be something around abandonment for this person. We all have a fear of abandonment, but it's how bad is it? You know, or like, I don't even like the words bad and good. I don't know what's up with me and words and labels lately, but It's more like, you know, on the scale or on the spectrum of fear of abandonment, where do you fall? You know, the closer you fall to like all the way fear, right? The more anxious you become, the more you need like reassurance, the more, you know, you need validation in the connection, that somebody still feels what they say they feel, right? Or what the promise that they made yesterday is still good today. You know, most people, or I don't want to say most people, because I just don't believe in that either. I don't think most people are honest about how they feel, so I have no idea who's the most and who's not. But the thing is that when you are secure, when you are not afraid of abandonment, or being alone, or, you know, it can come out in many forms. You're okay, and you trust that whatever agreement was made yesterday is still valid today. So it's like, you don't need that kind of validation that, yep, we're still on track, right? So so especially when you're dealing, it feels like, with a bit of an anxious and an avoidant people, this is a common like pairing. And I think there's a reason for, I mean, there's a lot of reasons for that, and they're very well written about. And I highly, if you don't know what I'm talking about, I highly encourage you to look up attachment style, because this is something that can really, really help you. Whether you're anxious or avoidant or secure, if you know it, knowledge is power. And the thing is, you can do things to help yourself become more secure if you're on either end of the spectrum here. But it's common to have, you know, an avoidant and an anxious person in a connection. But this person has felt the pain. They have felt the loss, the walking away of. But you know what I feel is that I feel like, and I think this person is still longing for the connection with this person, but I also think that this person, you know, now that their thoughts have been able to slow down, now that they've had this break, now that they're able to reflect on it, and, you know, salt air for me, you know, is very healing, and this represents that for me. So there is an element here of like taking a deep breath. This person also is like, man, I miss this person. Oh man, you know, I miss that connection. And maybe even like physically. So there's kind of this energy of mirroring here, where both people are missing each other. So let's dive in with the tarot and see what's up. What is this person thinking about Pisces? Nine of Wands, Ace of Swords. Like, this person, they can't, wow, they can't let go. This person is literally trying to focus on anything but this. They have been. You know, I feel like this person, there's just this energy of like, let me focus on work, let me take up a hobby, let me hang from a rock cliff so that I cannot think about this person, and all I can think about is where my hands and my toes are. You know what I'm saying? It's like, this is a very determined to focus on something else person. But with the Ace of Swords, this is clarity. And, you know, clarity and awareness can come in regardless of whether your entire focus is on something else. Sometimes it's better that way, right? When we're meditating, when we clear our mind, when there is no focus, you know, the answers come. And sometimes when we're not trying to think through a situation, where our thoughts are going both directions and are both like, yes, let's go all the way here, and then hold on, let me slam on the brakes. When we're not feeling that conflict and that drain and that exhaustion from trying to mentally process it, you know, and we have a chance to focus on something else, and, you know, the clarity, that's when it comes through. Let me clarify this Ace of Swords for you. Wow. There's the fear. Oh my gosh, you guys. And the cards were like this, and I turn it over and look at that. Someone struggles with their own self-worth, what they feel they deserve. They're held back by it. And it comes from the scarcity mindset. It comes from the Five of Pentacles. It comes from, you know, the fear of abandonment, or the fear of not being enough, not being good enough. Or not deserving it even. This person's getting clarity that that's what's going on. All right. And with the Queen of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck, it is all about worth. And this may even come from their mother, with the Queen of Pentacles, or a former wife or serious relationship. What's happening in this person's heart space? So this person is having some kind of awakening. Nine of Pentacles, Knight of Wands upright with the Six of Pentacles in reverse. See, I feel like this person sees you as someone with a lot to give. And I feel like this person is someone who they don't have a lot of deep connection. They don't stick around long enough usually to like really do a deep dive with someone, and this keeps them from having to give in relationships. But I think the other part of this is they're very attracted to this relationship. They're very attracted to you. And I feel like there's this energy of, you know, with the Six of Pentacles in reverse, you know, I don't have as much to give to the relationship. Like, I'm just emotionally, I'm not as evolved. I'm not as mature. And I do feel like this energy now of a little bit of panic of like, this person's going to realize that, or this person's going to discover that like, you know, they're not as emotionally mature or intelligent or whatever as you are, you know? I mean, but you're a Pisces. Like, that's part of the gig. I'm going to clarify this Knight of Wands real quick. Oh, see, that's why this person, look at that. Okay, that's why this person, I feel like, kind of put on the brakes here. Because they were going to be asked to go deeper than they thought they could, than they thought they were capable of. And a lot of this had to do with like some wounding, or this person seriously could have been in an emotionally neglectful relationship, either with their parents or with a former person. And with the Temperance here, there's this need to heal, to reground, to center, to find balance. And that's why, you know, this person becomes overwhelmed. Like, if you're giving so much to this person that this person feels that they have to return it, you know what I mean? Especially like Pisces can sometimes overgive, you know, be like a little too generous with things, and not let people kind of come to the middle themselves, not let people kind of balance it out themselves. Because you can, because you are emotionally intelligent, because you are emotionally in touch with yourself, and you have usually, typically, especially if you're watching this channel, you are willing to meet yourself deeply. And so there's this energy here of someone who just like, there was this fear of discovery that, you know, it's kind of like, well, when Pisces figures out that, you know, I've actually never gone deep emotionally, and that I can't really reciprocate that, because I don't actually want to go deep, because my past, whatever's behind me, has not been good for me, and has kept me in this place where I don't go deep. I just kind of keep it moving, right? They're going to discover this. And so there is this need to heal. But this relationship definitely exposed a lot of things to this person about where their wounding was, where their opportunity for healing and health and well-being was, to find peace within themselves and to rebalance. All right. This person's intentions towards Pisces, please, Spirit. This person has a serious overthinking problem. There is definitely, I feel like, perfectionism here with the Emperor coming out with the Five of Swords for sure. Jeez. Pisces. You know, I think this person really fantasizes about having a new opportunity with you. I think that they were really happy with you. I think that they even got to see a different side of themselves, maybe a more worthy side of themselves, and maybe they weren't ready for that. You know, it's like maybe you saw something in them that they were not ready to see in themselves. And it may have also exposed this fear of just not being good enough. I mean, that's definitely part of this person's issue. But I think that like when this person, you know, lets themselves like dream or fantasize or think about, you know, what is it that I really want? I think they're led back to having a new beginning here or being able to like relive this moment again, kind of energy. But with the Seven of Cups too, this is where fear and illusion creep in, and you've got the Nine of Swords sitting right next to it. So there's so much fear around this with this person. With the Emperor and the Five of Swords, they're generally probably an anxious overthinker whose thoughts really defeat themselves. They could strongly have a critical voice in their head, possibly put there by their mother or a past person. And, you know, with the Emperor here, it causes this person to feel like they are in control. Like it makes them need to feel like they're in control. And so something that would ask them to have feelings or would ask them to revisit something that they have just sort of shoved down would make this person incredibly anxious and overwhelmed because they need to feel like they're in control, and those feelings make them feel vulnerable, make them feel like they're not in control. So their intentions right now, you know, on the one hand, they're fantasizing, but on the other hand, they're letting fear completely rule them. For some of you, they may be seeing the light. They may be overcoming this. They may be, you know, there's definitely the energy of an awakening here, you know. We're going to look at the actions. They may even want to bring clarity to this for you in order to have some kind of new beginning. They may even like talk to you about it, discuss it. Yes. Moon in reverse with the Ten of Swords. See, they want to reveal something about a really difficult ending here. You got the Ten of Cups on, and this is their actions, by the way. I don't know if I told you that, but on the bottom of the deck, you have the Ten of Cups. So the actions that they intend to bring this thing together. Right? You know, now keep in mind, these are general readings. So people are all in various states of this, or, you know, some people may not be here yet, but there is this energy with the Five of Cups and the Magician of where, you know, this person is really starting to feel it. This person is starting to really kind of focus on, they're doing the deep dive, you know, on, it says even focused on loss. And this may be about their childhood or their past or whatever, but it has to come to light for them. You know, it has to come out of the subconscious and into the conscious mind with the Moon in reverse for them to understand where these thoughts are coming from that are causing these endings and are really painful and defeating for them. With a Magician, though, this is always such a good sign because this is the alchemist. And this is where we rise. You know, this is where we take our pain and our suffering and we turn it into our gift. We turn it into our own empowerment. We make that decision, well, hey, I'm not going to let the past dictate the present and the future. You know, I'm going to step into my power and I'm going to do what I need to do. You know what I mean? I'm going to do what needs to be done to have what I want. And I'm trading the Ten of Swords for the Ten of Cups here. You know, I'm tired of sitting in this energy of being really focused on loss and sadness and regret and all the things that haven't worked out. Like, I need to step into my power and make some things happen. I need to turn this around. I need to make different choices and decisions that lead me in a different direction. Wow, Pisces. All right, so let me get you guys some messages. Okay, Pisces, let me see. If you're dealing with a water sign, I knew exactly what I was doing. I'm not financially stable. I love you unconditionally. It's time for me to heal now. You didn't see my tears. I miss hearing your voice. Finding out the truth crushed me. If you're dealing with a fire sign, we don't share the same values. I won't let you down. Marriage. This relationship is moving toward a sacred union. I trusted you. You also have obstacles. Unhealed wounds are blocking forward movement. And I know you don't feel the same. That person is going through their fear of abandonment, I feel like. You know, if you are dealing with an earth sign, apology, you can expect the apology you want to hear. I watch your social media. Go slow. Take time to get to know each other. I replay our conversations over and over. You came closer than anyone. Oh my goodness. When cards flip in this deck, it's a challenge, let me tell you guys. All right, if you're dealing with an air sign, trust. It is safe to trust in this situation. I wonder how you feel. I can't be with you. Denial, detached with love to clearly see the truth. I wish I had treated you better, and you don't know how hard it was to let you go. All right, Pisces. Well, this is my message for today. I hope it helps. I hope it brings you some peace and clarity. Until next time, guys, I send you off with all my very best. Always, always, always. Bye-bye.